Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from in the world. Now, this morning's practice, we are going to practice some sun salutations, but we're going to slow them right down. We're going to be matching the breath with the movement, and at the same time, there are some things that I want you to try and do. I want you to be, especially in your forward folds, when you're exhaling, I want you to be contracting the stomach, sucking up the pelvic floor muscle, which is, imagine you're trying to stop yourself from going to the toilet, and you have to kind of draw up and in on the pelvic floor muscle. It's going to allow you to get deeper into the forward fold. So in Ashtanga Yoga, I call these bandhas, and also sucking the stomach in here. And then the breathing is the Ujjayi breathing, which is the restriction at the back of the throat, which is, imagine you're trying to fog up a mirror or a pane of glass. And now you close your mouth, and now listen to the sound that my throat makes. So we're going to be matching that breath with the movement, following the inhales and the exhales. And then we are going to move on to a new style of breath work that we haven't done yet. It's Kapalabhati, and work using the abdominal to control the breath. Now, I'll get to that shortly, but I want to make a start. So if you just stand at the front of your mat, big toes together, heels and ankles slightly apart, and inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to the mat. Step the right foot, step the left foot. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing. I'm going to hold this position for 5 breaths in downward facing dog. And 5, inhale, look ahead. Walk, step or jump to the front. Lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to the mat. Step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing. And 5, inhale, walk to the front of your mat, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Back to standing position. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to the mat, step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing. And 5, inhale, walk to the front of your mat and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Back to standing position, Samastiti. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to the mat, step the right foot, step the left foot. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. And 5, inhale, walk to the front of your mat. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Back to Samasthiti. Final round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to the mat, step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And 5, inhale, walk to the front of your mat. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti. Okay, that is the first part of our practice done. I want you to sit in a comfortable seated position. If you would like to use the wall, if you need to use a cushion or a block to sit under, just to make yourself feel a little bit more comfortable. I'm going to demonstrate this breath work. So what we need to be doing is relaxing the hands, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face, pretty much relaxing the whole body. Now, the idea is to forcefully exhale through the nose using your stomach. So let me just lift my t-shirt up slightly. You're going to use this as kind of like a pump. You want to be sat up straight, which is why it might be a good idea to use the wall. And you're going to basically when you do the forceful exhale, you want to relax, and it just allows the air to come back in ever so slightly. So I'm not inhaling, it's just and imagine it's going, squeezing the air out, and then when the stomach relaxes, it brings the air back in. And so we're going to attempt to do 30 to 40 rounds, or 30 to 40 breaths. Now, this all depends on what level you are at. If you might only manage 10 breaths, and if that's all you manage, just allow your breath to return to normal. A good thing to do after you finish this breathing is just to take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. And you might actually find that you can hold your breath on the exhale. If you feel like you want to do that and just kind of explore your mind, see how clear it is, feel free to do so. I'll be adding some of this into the breath work as we move through it. So yeah, we're going to sit. I'll just show you once more. So it's, if I'm standing, maybe that might work better. See how it's just, I'm not forcefully moving my stomach outwards, it's just a, just like so. Okay, let's make a start. Couple of deep inhales and deep exhales through both nostrils. Let the breath return to normal now. And once you've inhaled, you don't want to have a big chest full of oxygen, full of air. It's just normal breathing. Once you've done your inhale, and deep inhale, deep exhale through the nostrils. And we'll go for another round. I'm going to take a deep inhale and then a deep exhale, and then I want you to try and hold your breath after you have exhaled. Now we're going to practice another round. I'm going to attempt to go a little bit further this time. Maybe we can hit 40, possibly 50 breaths. Again, depending on what level you are at. I would say stop when the form of the breath work starts to, and then if you're going, maybe you want to stop. You want to be practicing correctly, and if you get to a point where you just can't do it anymore, then just stop and allow your breath return to normal, but breathing in and out of the nose. Okay. And on the next exhale, we'll hold the breath. I'm going to go again. And 3, and 2, and 1. And now on the inhale, I want you to hold your breath. Deep inhale. Deep inhale, deep exhale. We'll go for one more round before we close the practice off with our visualization, meditation, manifestation. Deep inhale, deep exhale. On this next deep inhale, we're going to hold the breath again. Just allow the breath to return to normal while breathing in and out of the nose. You can either stay in this position or take your lying down position for the meditation. Just want you to spend a minute here, just allowing your mind to clear. If you do get any thoughts, just acknowledge them and just let them go. Just visualize yourself moving them out of the way, just to deal with later. Right now, they're not really important. I want to return to the mantra: I think, I feel, I act, I attract. This is kind of the formula for manifestation. It's the feeling times feeling plus the thought. So you've got to tie the emotion to that thought times action equals the attraction. And I just want you to visualize a goal, something that you are striving for. Could be in your personal health and fitness, could be a business deal, could be making a certain amount of money, could be moving to the other side of the world. Now, I want you to visualize that in detail. And where are you at this moment in time? What are you wearing? Who else is around you? And imagine yourself having reached that goal, having gotten to the place that you want to be. And now attach the feeling to it. What does it feel like? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling grateful? Are you feeling fit, confident? Are you feeling content? And now, the final part of this, what is the action that you can take? If it's today, tomorrow, sometime this week, it can get you one step closer to where you want to be, one step closer to that goal. And then the final action step, if you haven't done this already, I want you to write this down. I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And any time throughout this week, I just want you to refer back to that and refer back to this moment, to this visualization, and really feel. You see, because you don't need to be sat on a mat to be doing visualization. You can do this any time of day. And the more that you practice it, the easier it becomes. And that closes today's session off. I hope you all enjoyed today's practice. I hope you took some value from it. And I will see you again shortly in the next one. Goodbye for now.